The issue of making the XRPs grow is going to be one of my favorite topics, and we are going to talk about it in this video, people. During the course of the past few years, one of the most prominent arguments that critics of the XRP ledger have presented is that Ripple is in possession of billions of XRP and is, as a result, attempting to lower the price by selling XRP that is held in the XRP escrow. In light of the fact that many of you have had the opportunity to listen to me talk about this topic, I would want to investigate whether or not this argument actually has any value and give my opinions on the matter in this video. Nevertheless, I would want to offer you some fresh points of view or insights. I have came into possession of some new information that I believe would truly enlighten you to some of the more complicated parts of this issue. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very controversial subject. I have no doubt that you will find it interesting on your end. Once more, I want to express how much I value your support. To everyone who has subscribed to the channel and appreciated the videos that are hosted there, I extend my sincere gratitude. This collection of movies has been of tremendous value to me. We are going to get started, and I am confident that the information will pique your curiosity. I would want to begin by providing a synopsis for those of you who are new to the XRP ledger and are just joining us. For your information, Ripple actually manages an XRP escrow account that is responsible for the distribution of 45 billion XRP. In the end, they decided to set it up in this manner, so Ripple was no longer for concern. In a sudden and unplanned manner, Ripple released 45 billion XRP onto the market. With the intention of utilizing XRP for the purpose of developing the xrp ledger and expanding their organization that manufactures products for businesses of an institutional grade, to facilitate the gradual delivery of XRP to them, Ripple developed the XRP escrow system. On the list of XRPs, the XRP is in the lead. Expand in a significant way in the same way that Ripple has been distributing XRP to the ecosystems of the XRP ledger. These ecosystems include a wide range of projects that use a number of methods for proof of work. When it comes to Ethereum, the network provides miners with rewards in exchange for the effective validation power they provide. As a result of inflation, new tokens are added to the validators that are registered in the XRP ledger, and there is no incentive for hardware operation. Since there is no incentive on the network to legitimately give validation power, there is no motivation. The core idea of the XRP ledger is that due to the structural difference in the network, rewarding individuals for their contributions to the validation power is not an effective method of distributing tokens. To get the tokens out there and into circulation, you should instead look at a variety of various ways to distribute them. Ripple's strategy consisted mostly of selling XRP to institutions that expressed interest in purchasing it. For the time being, we are not going to talk about whether or not this method is more effective than proof of stake and proof of work. I went so far as to create a film from it. Personally, I concurred with the statement that there is no incentive the other day nonetheless. Ripple is one of the items that has generated a great deal of controversy when it is utilized in this manner. Holding a significant quantity of XRP, many people take a quick look at it, but Ripple maintains its position and says, furthermore, I am of the opinion that Ripple's XRP is actually highly advantageous for the ecosystem, which will ultimately be good to the price of XRP. You probably anticipate that the price will increase by a factor of 2 if we use up half of the available supply. Excuse me while I explain why this is not always the case in a transaction that takes place overnight. From my point of view, the most important illustration and piece of knowledge that is contained inside this entire equation is an escrow account for XLM was formerly shared by Stellar and XLM for those of you who are unaware of this fact. They made the decision to destroy the entire escrow asset today. At the time, a number of individuals projected that this would result in the price of XLM doubling or even skyrocketing. This was due to the fact that, in essence, all of the excellent XL that they believed was holding the price down would no longer be able to do so. It is anticipated that this will lead to a substantial rise in the prices of XLM. Now, folks, you can see that XLM and XRP have nearly precisely tracked each other ever since XLM removed their escrow around the time of the trade. This is something that you can see for yourself, which contains a story that is fascinating in and of itself. XML is something that needs to be understood, and I might talk about it in another video. There was no gain in the value of the token as a result of the entire escrow burn, and as you can see, XLM has actually underperformed XRP for a lot of individuals since then. It's quite unlikely that that makes any sense. How in the world could something like that be possible? What is taking place is as follows. The 50 billion tokens that were held in escrow by XLM and are not currently available for purchase were destroyed. How could that not have an impact on the price of XLM? I believe that this is a significant loss for XLM since you have now lost all of that value and you have not participated in any way in the process of influencing the price. It is difficult for me to picture a scenario in which billions of dollars are spent on the token and nobody receives anything in return. In spite of the fact that many people anticipated that this would lead to a large reduction in the price, what we are actually looking at is the fact that this is the furthest thing from the truth. In point of fact, the market continued to behave precisely the same way it had been doing at the time, causing a great number of people to go through extremely difficult times. The introduction of tokens into the market is being done for no other reason than to enhance their value, which is a tough concept to explain. Despite this, we are unable to disregard the relevant facts. It is imperative that we acknowledge the reality that the market and the facts make it abundantly evident that the external supply of XLM tokens has not in any way prevented the price of XLM from increasing. This is one of the reasons why I believe that the present price of XLM is much lower than its previous trading levels. Guys, this is one of the reasons. The XRP error, in essence, was a weapon that was used against the firm. Within the context of the Ripple SEC case, the attack on Ripple took place. In the event that Ripple has restricted the growth of XRPs, the most powerful entity in the world would suddenly be in charge of regulating them. If Ripple hadn't been able to sell XRP through the escrow, I believe it's arguable whether or not the company could have been able to provide a more compelling legal case against the secretary. They might not have had the flexibility to manage other elements of their firm, which would have prohibited them from hiring excellent attorneys. This would have stopped them from hiring attorneys. The ecosystem of the XRP ledger would have been negatively affected if Ripple did not have sufficient funds in the escrow account to continue expanding while the SEC action was being filed against Ripple. Ladies and gentlemen, Ripple was able to make the entire XRP ecosystem better off by making intelligent use of this XRP. There are a lot of people who believe that Ripple was only looking out for their personal interests when they were involved in the SEC lawsuit. As a result of the fact that the entire ecosystem was dependent on XRP not being a security, the GR of XRP was, in that particular instance, effectively a means of protecting the network. Protecting the network from hostile assaults was the responsibility of government regulators. In addition, we are determining whether or not Ripple will continue to make use of this escrow in a variety of scenarios in order to broaden the network and increase its power. In the near future, I believe that Ripple will form partnerships with significant corporations such as BlackRock, where BlackRock will begin the process of tokenizing the real world. The assets that are recorded on the XRP ledger should be held by an automated market maker, and it is essential to have liquidity for all reasons. Could you please tell me where else on the network Ripple is flowing? By protecting XRP as a liquidity asset and utilizing it to provide liquidity for the issuance of real-world assets on the network, they are able to accomplish this goal. Because of this, the XRP ledger would be transformed into a hub, which would result in the creation of deep pools of liquidity among assets that exist in the real world. The XRP that is held in escrow is essential to the functioning of the network that provides institutional-grade cryptocurrencies that are liquid to all other cryptocurrencies in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. In spite of the fact that the short-term selling pressure can have a marginal effect on the price, the long-term advantages that XRP can offer much outweigh any potential negative consequences that may result from selling XRP. On top of that, if Ripple did not have the financial resources to oppose the SEC, if I were to argue, I would say that selling XRP would most likely result in longer-term benefits that are significantly bigger than any short-term benefits. Due to the fact that Ripple was unable to use the XRP that was placed in escrow, it is possible that the XRP ecosystem would not have been able to recover at all. Ripple, on the other hand, was able to achieve victory